Ladies and gentlemen, Geri Petito.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do,
Just what to do, just what to do.
if what you're feeling is really true,
Is it really true? Is it really true?
just keep your ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.
Change is found, change is found. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
Love that song.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Geri Petito Show. Everyone and anyone who knows me knows I am the author of I'm Not an Addict, I'm Just an Ass. I'd rather be a smart ass than a dumbass. Ruben, I'm getting some reverb on my mic. Okay. Hey. Better. Thank you. So, guys, listen. I'm here to help anyone out there. I'm a nutritional health coach. I'm a recovery coach. All my services to you are free. Please reach out. And if you think my book can help someone, because I sure do, you can go right to Simon & Schuster's bookstore, Archway Publishing, BAM, Amazon, Barnes & Noble. You can go to my website, www.geripetito.com. My book is now on audio with my voice, guys. Simon & Schuster wanted to do it with someone else's voice, and I was like, no way. My producer here, part owner of Hamilton Radio, owner of Iron Horse Films, Ruben Rodriguez, is now doing audiobooks, guys, for authors who want their voice on their book. Okay, it's amazing. All right, it's your story, it's your passion, it should be your voice. And guys, listen, if you truly cannot afford my book, please reach out to me about that as well. I'm here to help you. So, before I introduce my really cool guest, I want to give a shout out to a few of my sponsors. First, I've got John Bishop, a.k.a. Johnny B., singer-songwriter, host of the Entertainment Luncheon South, a nonprofit network created for the creative. So he's also partners in the Joey D and Johnny B Rock and Oldies band, and he also sings solo. But a huge shout out to him and his wife Lenny for putting this luncheon on once a month. It's by invite only, $20, great lunch, incredible entertainment, and they don't keep a penny of it. And guys, they're amazing. They promote all of us like nobody else does. So again, a huge shout out to you guys. Okay, then I've got Stormin Norman Selden, performing for live concerts and national events and promoter of shows, 732-245-4777, www.storminnormanselden.com. And he also does private lessons for everyone, guys. And a lot of people don't know this, but he helped get Larry Chance from back in the day started. Okay? Rest in peace, Larry Chance. We all miss and love you. You were like family. And before I mention my last sponsor today, Bobby Sherman passed away, everybody. So please keep that family in prayer. Bobby Sherman. Julie, do you love me? Well, we all loved you, Bobby, and rest in eternal peace, angel. And I believe it was today he might have passed away. Okay, so finally for today, Michael Zanman, singer, entertainer, performer, www.mzanman.com. Please keep him in prayer. His cancer has returned. He's doing a lot better, but please keep Michael in prayer. So I have a cool Michael Zanman story. So a while ago, he recorded Mel Carter's song, Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me. And he put it out on Facebook. Well, he didn't know it, but I sent it to my buddy Mel. Mel calls me and says, Jerry, your boy did a great job with my song. I said, can you tell him, please? He's one of your biggest fans. We got Michael on a secret three-way. He almost fell off his chair, okay? Here's Mel Carter telling him he did a great job with his song. Imagine that. That would be like Elvis calling me, right? So having said all that, I want to introduce my really cool guest. So before I do, I want to just say something about this guy. So, a lot of people say good, mixed emotions about AI, okay? There's a lot of mixed emotions about what's going on with AI today, especially the older people. They just don't understand it. Okay? I was like always in the middle, like, oh my gosh, is this real? Is this good? Is it whatever it is, you know? But this guy is showing me how cool it could really be. All right? So let me introduce first and foremost Robert Sweeney. Say hello to everybody.
Hi, Jerry. Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
This is really cool. This is a very different interview. All right? So why don't you tell everyone first and foremost a little bit about who you are?
Hi, I'm a 20-year veteran in the military, so did aircraft maintenance all my life. I played a guitar on the side. I was never able to actually really get into a band. And I'm at the point in my life where I'm retired. And I don't want all my thoughts to just go when I pass away. So I use AI to generate all the songs that I've written in the past and some actually new songs and concepts. It's like all these great people that passed away have all these stories inside of them, and they just hold them in there, and they never are able to pass them on because of logistics. Sometimes being able to write a book is a lot harder than, what it needs to be. With this new AI concept, you could actually write your song out, plug it in, and then put in the notes and everything. And the more information that you give it, the better the results will be. The same thing with writing a script or a movie script. I could sit there and basically tell everything or talk into it and have it formatted into a script. And actually you could tell a story that way. And it'll save it, and it'll be there for my grandchildren and my daughter and my son for years to come, instead of being lost in the ethos.
Okay. So what's interesting is, I'm going to share with everyone about the final song we're going to play today. We're playing it at the end, guys, because he created a theme song about the Geri Petito show. All AI. It's amazing. All right. It was a great
I just write
surprise.
the words in there.
It was a great surprise, and I thank you.
Hey, Jerry, can I talk to Robert for a second?
Robert, this is my idiot producer who thinks he's funny all the time. I don't know what he's going to say to you. Go ahead.
Hey, Robert.
How you doing?
Hey, we should have worked together on that song for Jerry, because I could have gave you some good wording.
Oh, yeah. I could always regenerate another one.
There we
That's
go.
it. Exactly.
Yeah.
We will talk after the show, because I don't want to make it publicly known.
Sounds great.
It's a good song, though. I like it.
It was
really
very
cool.
cool.
Yes.
And thank you for that. And guys, I didn't ask him to do it. I didn't know he was going to do it. It was a complete surprise, and I love it, and I thank you, Robert. So now, Robert, you're a songwriter.
Right.
Okay, so back in the day, let's back up a little bit. Do you talk about your age?
I can. 60 years old.
Okay, I'm older than you, so you're 60. So back then, when you wrote songs, you hand wrote them, typed them, like how did you do it?
Basically it was all handwritten. I was more of a guitar player, so I would sit there and I could come up with a lot of good songs, and a lot of times the words would roll over my head and I would write them down, but that's as far as I ever got with them, because I loved playing guitar, so music was internal with me. But I was never able to actually get it into a band, because I'm not really a front lead singer. I'm just more of a guitar player and songwriter.
Okay. Were you in a band playing the guitar, though?
I was in a couple of short bands where we played some cover music. That was about it.
Okay. So is it safe to assume that, like, this stuff with AI made you come alive again?
It sure did. It actually helped take my words and my songs and put life to them.
That is so cool. All right, so let's do something. Let's play one of your songs first, and then we'll talk about it, and we'll talk a little bit more about what you're doing, okay?
All right.
All right, producer.
In the soft glow of the evening light, I trace the memories of our last goodbye. The whispers of the night breeze echoing If I had one last chance, I'd hold you tight. There's a picture framed in my fading heart of laughter shared and dreams we used to weave. Every sunset reminds me of your spark, but it's the dawn that aches as I grow too tight. There's a picture framed in my fading heart of laughter shared and dreams we used to weave. Every sunset reminds me of your spark, but it's the dawn that aches as I grieve. Take me back to the time we danced in the rain. If I had one last chance to see you again, I'd tell you all the things I never said then. I'd wrap you up in a love that won't fade, and in that moment we'd never be afraid. In this small town where the shadows play, every street reminds me of your smile. I wander through the dreams that slipped away, hoping just to feel you, even for a while. What I wouldn't give to hold your hand again. If I had one last chance to see you again, I'd tell you all the things I never said then. I'd wrap you up in love that won't fade, and in that moment we'd never be afraid. What I wouldn't give to hold your hand again. If I had one last chance to feel your warm embrace, I'd say 1,000 times you're my saving grace. In every whisper, wish upon a star. In my heart, I would carry you no matter how far.
All right, tell us about this song. Then I have a lot of questions.
If I had one last
Tell us about this song.
All right, that song is called One Last Chance, and it's about the loved ones that have passed on, the people that you've known. So it's dear and close to my heart. And it was pretty easy to write because my father passed away, my mother passed away. And so it's like having that one last chance to see them again and holding them tight.
Okay, so now, who's singing it?
That is AI singing it.
I know, but okay, so that's a fake person.
Yeah, it's AI generated voice. Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, do you need rights to do this? Like, or you could just do it?
No, well, you have to pay to do it. And then once you do it, you could actually get a certificate from the company, the AI company. And then you actually have to, because then you own the copyright to it. Then you could take the copyright and send it up to the United States Congress or Library of Congress, and then actually copyright it there. And then they'll send you a certificate, and then you'll own the song.
So, all right. So, first of all, it sounded incredible. So, is there a lot of tweaking that you have to do?
Sometimes that I think took one shot, because I had wrote in all the choruses and all the verses in there, and you got to lay out the chorus and the verses in there. And I took a class on how to talk to AI. So how to structure the song. I mean, basically do a chorus and verses normal, but then you got to put like little asterisks and a little cage it in so that AI will know exactly what to do when it goes in there. And then if you want to put in the notes per section or the keys, you can put that too, and it'll actually drill down and give you a better result coming out of AI.
How long did that take?
the song, to write it down took like an hour, like to figure out all the courses and verses. And then to generate it, it really only took 10 minutes.
What?
Yes.
I would think it would take hours.
No. Well, some songs can take hours. It all depends how long you take to write it. The music sometimes, I could put it through the machine like 5 or 6 times trying to tweak out the notes or the chords in there so that I actually could get a better result coming out. So sometimes it could take over an half hour just to get it tweaked out just right.
Okay. So now you call yourself a one-man band. And this is why.
Right.
This is ridiculous.
It is. This is where we're at right now. Essentially, I'm proofing all my music. And if somebody ever wants to buy it, then they actually have to perform it themselves. So
Oh.
you just take it, and you got everything there. Everything's there if somebody wants to buy the song and produce it and make lots of money off of it.
Oh, wow. Okay, so, all right, so then you create it, you own the rights to it, but you could also sell it for a live person to want to sing it.
Correct.
That's pretty cool. All right, so I love that. All right, so now we titled the show Whiskey's Ridge. Tell me about that.
All right, I just had to come up with a name, like a pseudonym for publishing it on YouTube. So essentially, all these songs that I create, the really good ones that I create, I'll actually make music videos to them, and I'll post them on YouTube under my name, Robert Sweeney, and then it has a symbol for Whiskey's Ridge on there,
Okay.
which is just the name of the project.
Okay, that's the project. So you do videos with this stuff?
Yes, I generate a lot of videos with that. It takes hours to do the videos.
Okay, and where do you get the people to perform on the videos? Are they also fake?
Well, on that particular song we just heard, it was all my relatives in the past that had passed away. So essentially, it rolls through all the photos of the loved ones that are gone. But on some of the other ones, like the one behind me, Legend of the Jersey Devil, that one's all AI generated, which takes hours, sometimes almost a whole day to really get an AI video just right.
Have you sold any of your stuff yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, fingers crossed.
Yep.
Now, about how many have you created?
I've created probably like 150 songs so far,
Okay,
and I've published, I believe it's like 95 songs. They're on Spotify and Apple.
this is crazy. Okay, so let's play song number 2 of his. Here we go.
Up on Moonshine Mountain where the wild things play, racing's in the blood every single day. Turkey calls echoing through the hills and trees. We know what to bring when the rebels breeze. Moonshine Mountain where the fast ones roam, lightning in a jar from the mountain home. Mother Nature's lightning straight from the spring, running wild and free with the wind in our hair sing. Mixed with Mountain Dew, running through the night with nothing to prove. Mason jars filled with the mountain secret thing, where shines the best is the mountain's king. Moonshine Mountain where the fast ones roam, lightning in a jar from the mountain home. Mother Nature's lightning straight from the spring, running wild and free with the wind in our hair to sing. With Mountain Dew, we'll run it through the night with nothing to prove. Mason jars filled with the mountain secret thing, now shines the best, it's the mountain's king. Moonshine Mountain where the fast ones roam, lightning in a jar from the mountain home. Mother Nature's lightning straight from the spring, running wild light shining through the Appalachian light. Freedom's in the drive with the pedal to the floor. We'll ride these mountain roads forevermore. Moonshine Mountain where the fast ones roam. Lightning in a jar from the mountain home. Mother Nature's lightning streak from the spring. Running wild and free with the wind in our hair. Saying Moonshine Mountain where legends are born. We'll keep on running till the morning's torn. Our secrets kept within the mountain's heart. Moonshine Mountain we'll never forget.
Okay. So, of course, it was awesome. All right. I'm still like blown away that this is AI. So now, do you have a choice of different voice sounds that you can use?
Yes, you could choose a male or you could choose a female. You could choose an emotion, like the voice tone,
Okay.
and with emotion, and then so that actually helps narrow down what you want.
So you could say country, or you could say R&B, or oldies, or any of
Right.
it. Hard
yeah,
rock.
two-step. Yeah, it got hard rock. It's got metal. It's got all jazz. It's got all the genres in there.
What about hip hop?
It's got hip hop in there too.
Does it curse?
It does curse. It does curse.
Could you tell it don't curse?
Well, I just wouldn't put anything in there to make the curse word.
Okay, okay. I'm just saying. That's crazy.
Part of some of the stuff that came out is like if you just put in like some of these people that use AI, they just sit there and they don't plot out their song with choruses and verses, and they just say, "Make me a song about driving." You can't copyright that.
Okay.
You can't own that because you're not writing it.
Okay. Oh, I got it. So if they make the words, you can't copyright it.
Right.
You can only copyright an AI song if you create the words.
Right.
Oh, that's okay. That's cool. I mean, and think about it. You did create the words, so that's pretty cool.
Right. Yeah. So Moonshine Mountain, my great grandmother came over from Italy, and she moved she went up to Virginia. She was actually a moonshine runner. And so the story is about when they used to go up there and bust all these big moonshine operations. The one place on the mountain where they just dumped barrels and barrels and barrels of moonshine into the mountain, it was actually coming out of the mountain spring. So it actually went down. So what was coming out of the spring had moonshine in it. So that's where you get the Moonshine Mountain, the Appalachian Spring. And then at the end of it, I've written two parts of that song. One is with the Appalachian Moonshine Mountain. Then the one was Moonshine Mountain Appalachian Crawl. And the Appalachian Crawl is after you drank so much moonshine, you're a 4x4 to try and get home. You're on your hands and knees, the Appalachian Crawl.
Jerry, I'm very interested in this part.
Listen, he's laughing. You're saying things. All right, here we go. Go ahead, Ruben.
No, you said that. Excuse me, just 2 seconds. You said that the moonshine was actually in the spring.
Moonshine was coming out of the spring.
Can you imagine all the bears and animals drinking that spring?
Yeah, it was watered down, but it was coming out after they dumped hundreds of gallons of stuff in.
Yeah, I get it. I just imagine you going up to a bear, it looks at you and just passes out.
Oh my God.
So it's got some old Appalachian hillbilly stuff in there. You get out with the turkey call. You know, when you're hearing the turkey call, you know it's time to get the moonshine.
Shine out.
I was actually going to ask him off air about that because where my grandparents, my dad's whole family, they were all from Italy. My dad was born in Italy. Where was your grandmother from in Italy? Do you know?
They were Lombardy and I believe Genoa.
Naples?
No, Genoa.
Oh, gotcha.
It's like up inside on the coastline towards
Okay.
the top of the Italy.
Okay. That's why the moonshine was there, right?
Yeah, well, as she came over, she did what she could. She came in under her sister's visa, and she tried working her ass off, and that's what she did for a living. And then eventually, she got out of the. She did one last run of moonshine, and I think the story is she took the money and then bought a house with it.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's so cool. So I have someone that just messaged me. They're listening in. Her name is Ina Vasquez. Her husband Carlos is a singer, and she's listening in. She came in. We started early, Ina, at 2:30 today. So he is considered. Robert Sweeney is considered a one-man band. He does everything with AI. He's a guitar player, okay, and he's a songwriter. And he has created all these incredible songs through AI. And it's amazing listening to him about this. And he has the rights to his songs. He pays for the rights because he wrote the lyrics. So it's pretty cool. It's very cool, actually. And the last song we're going to be playing on it is a theme song that he created for the Geri Petito show. It was a surprise gift to me, and I can't wait till you hear it. Okay? And you like his beard. She likes your beard.
Thank you.
So this is so ridiculous. All right, so now when you're doing your AI, right?
Okay.
All right, so because you're talking, all right, listen. You're 60, I'll be 65. It's not like we're old. But for this stuff, I feel like we are. Okay? My grandson is 24 and a computer scientist. He's amazing with all that, you know? So to him, it's just like normal. And he'll tell me stories, and I'm just like, what? You know, get out of here. So let me ask you this. So when you create a song and you want a female's voice, do you tell it, you know, can you say raspy, you know, or, you know,
Well, that will go in the
sweet?
emotion. I could put in male or female.
Okay.
So I would put in female, and then I would give it an emotion. A lot of times it doesn't come out raspy.
Oh,
That's sometimes it'll generate a raspy voice, and sometimes it won't. It all depends on the emotion that you put in there. Like if you want to go like a dark tone or like a hard tone, then it may come up with little raspy vocals to it.
so wait, you
I-
can't say raspy?
No, you can't say raspy.
And you can't say sweet and innocent?
No. You could probably put in there something nice and happy or something like that, which will give it a more uplifting voice.
Okay, so Ina has a question. Can you
Okay.
put in her voice and make it sound good? Can you do that to people's voices?
Now this past year, I could upload my voice into there, and it will generate with my voice.
I know someone who kind of is doing that and pretending it's his voice.
Yeah. I'm not going to pretend it's my voice. I could,
That's
but
right.
I'm just more of a songwriter. You know, I've got a lot of videos on YouTube under Robert Sweeney and then Whiskey's Ridge for like the little icon up there. And I've done stuff like Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
So, you know, the elf language that he had written down, I actually made a song with the elf language.
Oh my gosh.
So there's a music video I have on my channel that's all elf language.
That's
And
insane.
I translated farewell to the stars and you're in the darkness now by the elves. And then I translate it over into the elf language and it actually sings it all in elf language.
Elf language. Give us a little idea of what elf language sounds like. Come on.
Iguanamoni or something. It's unique language.
So you can't
It's a
like,
very-
try and do a speck of it?
Sure, I could pull it up here real quick.
Okay. Pull it
Excuse
up.
me?
Pull it up. So we're going to hear elf language, guys.
So I did a lot of songs on here. God's song. I written a song for my sister,
Oh,
fighting
God.
cancer,
You should have sent me
Living
the
the Dream.
God song. I love God.
living the dream, and then see this farewell to the stars. Here, I'm gonna get it up just a little bit.
All right.
So all these characters
Okay.
I created as well.
You did.
Yeah, this is all AI generated.
So you created these characters?
Yes, I created all these characters. Frodo Baggins.
This is so cool. Look at that guy.
So that's a little snippet of it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. You should have sent me your God song because I love God.
It's a really good song. I had written it for my sister.
Aw.
Essentially, it's a song about if you met God today, what would he say? He would actually just sing you a song and make you feel good about yourself today.
Oh.
It's not about being right or wrong.
Right.
If you ask him a question, it's just about him letting you know that you're okay and
I love that.
you'll feel good today.
I love that.
So I did this song like about living a dream and an AI cowboy.
Wait, I want to see the cowboy. I love cowboys. Let me see it.
It's like a technical one.
Let's see.
That's got a rock version to it.
Where's the cowboy?
Let's say
Oh, there
there.
he is, baby. That's too cool. I can't believe this. You created all this. That's very cool. Okay, I love the cowboy, baby. So now
AI cowboy on the digital
AI
range.
AI cowboy on a digital. Oh my gosh. All right, so
So
I
that's
wait. I
a
have
concept song.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
All right. Well, Ina, you're not getting ears like the guy playing the guitar. No, you're not. She wants ears like him. Okay, so I have a question for you. At your age, and I understand why you wanted to do it, but what made you think you were capable of doing it?
Well, I was always inspired by music ever since I was 15 years old. So I've always been playing guitar. And when I was even before that, my mother used to play country songs all the time. So it was like I grew up listening to the oldies back in the 60s. So I have like that kind of country music background of vocals, like I was better off singer back then than I am today, but it was always in me to do it. And my grandfather had written some songs back in the day, and what he would do is write down the songs. He would send them off to somebody, and they would put it to music, and they would send it back on a tape. So that was another inspiration I had on doing it. But now I could actually do it all on my own without having to send all these lyrics off to somebody for somebody to do it. Not such a great job.
Okay, but what made you think with the computer nonsense you were going to be capable of doing it?
Well, when I was in the Air Force, I was an aircraft mechanic, which I worked on
Oh.
aircraft engines and turboprops.
Oh, there you go.
And my background is you never stop learning.
Okay. That's
And so
pretty
the
cool.
second half of my career, I would manage maintenance management, which was all on computer stuff.
Oh, all right.
And we would run programs, and we'd have to brief, put up slides and everything for the commanders and the base commander to look at. And so I would always be constantly learning with the computer stuff. And then I took classes on learning how to build a computer. And
Oh. Well, there you have it. Now I get it. All right. Holy cow. All right. So now, before we play your next song, I have a question. Who were some of your musical influences other than the family members you mentioned? Like out there. Who were some of your musical influences growing up?
There was always Billy Joel, Bruce Springsteen, because we lived in the Jersey area, and some of the best songwriters out there. I mean, for concept wise, I always liked Billy Joel because he done a lot of great concept songs. For veterans, he was really just a great singer and songwriter, and excellent. Bruce Springsteen done a lot of that, like
Yep.
emotional stuff back in the day. He was another great songwriter, and I've always leaned towards that. And then when I picked up guitar, I used to listen to AC/DC
Okay.
and Back in Black, and then we went through the 80s, 90s, and so it's a lot of music between now and then.
Yeah. So, so that's very cool. So thank you for your service, of course. I mean, amazing. So now so basically you had it all. You had the computer training, you had the music training, you had the writing training. I mean, this is like perfect for you. This
Yeah,
is
it is.
so cool. I was really excited about this interview, just hearing a little bit about what we talked about. Okay, I couldn't imagine really what you were. Now I get it all. I mean, I really truly get it. So I'm going to be talking about this for a long time. All right.
So I'm like, we grew up in the MTV era, as young adults. And essentially, I'm doing what MTV used to do back in the
Right.
day: is take your music and create a video to it, and
Yeah.
then push it out. I don't get a lot of hits on it, but I do get some on it because it's not trending type of thing nowadays, like
Okay.
MTV used to be back in the day.
Okay.
But I still get a lot of stuff on it, and like some of the songs I'm trying to write for the Legend of the Jersey Devil, I written a script on it to actually, if they want to do a movie production on it, I have a script written for that, and then I actually have music for it.
This is
So it's like,
cool.
if somebody picked up the script, it actually comes with music, and so you don't have to actually go out and buy the music. And I think this is where Netflix is going to be going in the future with AI. A lot of stuff will be AI generated. So there's a lot of legal battles that go on with that. But
Okay.
I think once we get over the hurdle and we progress, all these productions are going to be a lot easier.
Wow, very cool. So, no, Ina, he didn't play the one he wrote for me yet. That one, we have one more we're going to be playing of his. When I close the show, I'm going to be closing it with his theme song instead of mine.
On the sample that you sent me, I don't think it was the right song. I had meant to send over the Legend of the Jersey Devil. So when you sent me, when you played the sample, I don't think it was the right song I sent you over.
Oh, for the Jersey Devil?
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll see. So, producer, I think this is the one we're going to be playing now, the Jersey Devil one. All right, let's play it, and then we'll see. You'll talk about it.
All right.
Driving through the pines on a moonlit night, full moon rising high, casting an eerie light. I'm alone on this road with no end in sight, but I won't stop driving till I see the morning light. Oh, Jersey Devil, lurking in the dark, waiting for his prey with a wicked spark. Don't get caught at the crossroads where the shadows play, or he'll own your soul till the break of day. The trees seem to twist and the wind starts to howl. I feel eyes upon me like a sinister prowl. I push the pedal down, my heart racing fast. I won't let him catch me, I'll make it to the dawn at last. Oh, Jersey Devil, looking in the dark, waiting for his prey with a wicked spark. Don't get caught at the crossroads where the shadows play, or he'll own your soul till the break of day. Trees seem to twist and the wind starts to howl. I feel eyes lies upon me like a sinister crowd. I push the pedal down, my heart racing fast. I won't let him catch me, I'll make it to the dawn at last. Oh, Jersey devil, lurking in the dark, waiting for his prey with a wicked spark. Don't get caught at the crossroads where the shadows play. Put alone your soul till the break of day. On a crossroads where the devils know no wrong. Don't stop, don't slow down, or you'll be his next home. Keep driving till the morning light, or you'll be forever lost in the devil's side. Oh, Jersey devil, lurking in the dark, waiting for his prey with a wicked spark. Don't get caught at the crossroads where the shadows play. Oh, he'll own your soul till the break of day. Break of day. I see the dawn approaching, the sun starts to rise. I made it through the night with my soul still alive. I won't forget this lesson of the Jersey devil's might. I'll never drown alone on a full moonlight. Full I see the dawn approaching, the sun starts to rise. I made it through the night with my soul still alive. I won't forget this of the Jersey devil's might. I'll never drive alone. Driving through the pines on a moonlit night, full moon rising high, casting an eerie light. I'm alone on this road with no end in sight, but I won't stop driving till I see the morning light. Oh, Jersey devil, lurking in the dark, waiting for his prey with a wicked spark. Don't get caught at the crossroads where the shadows play. Hold on your soul till the break of day. Trees seem to twist and the wind starts to howl. I feel eyes upon me like a sinister prowl. I push the pedal down, my heart racing fast. I won't let him catch me, I'll make it to the dawn at last. Oh, Jersey devil, lurking in the dark, waiting for his prey with a wicked spark. Don't get caught at the crossroads where the shadows play. Hold on your soul till the break of day. On crossroads where the devil's known to roam. Don't stop, don't slow down, or you'll be his next home. Keep driving till the morning light, or you'll be forever lost in the devil's dawn. Oh, Jersey devil, lurking in the dark, waiting for his prey with a wicked spark. Don't get caught at the crossroads where the shadows play. Hold on your soul till the
So cool, and the video was amazing. So, all right, you talked a little bit about it, but talk a little bit more about it.
Well, I don't want to give away too much of it, the origin of it, but essentially it's about driving alone during a full moon night in the Pine Barrens, and then you end up being caught at the crossroads. No matter which way you go, you keep ending up back at the crossroads.
Okay?
And if you run out of gas, the Jersey Devil will catch you, and you'll be part of that band in the big stadium that he's going to own your soul. And so you just got to keep driving until you reach the morning light, and then you're free.
So Ina loves it. I love it. So this might become like a movie or something.
Well, I've written a script for it. I would hope so.
Okay, so fingers crossed, okay?
Yeah,
And let me know because that'll be really cool.
it is. It's got a lot of traction and a Jersey Pine Barrens website and some like local stuff. So it's a very New Jersey thing out here in the Pine Barrens.
So where were you in New Jersey?
Long Branch. And right now I live in the Browns Mills, which is right next to the base,
Okay.
which is part of the Pine Barrens.
Okay,
So
the
I've been
Pines.
living here for over 20 years.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, very cool. So, this is cool. Yeah, so Ina said we can walk the red carpet. Yes, Ina, yes. I was honored a couple times with some of my guests from back in the day who did some, what do you call it? Screenwrite shows and all that, and they came into little movies and stuff, and I was invited. It was really awesome. It was an honor. Very
That is
cool
cool.
stuff. Very cool stuff. But all right. So now we've covered so much. All right. I'm going to read a poem out of my book, and you're going to think about what you want to close the show with. All right, and let everybody know how to reach out to you. The whole bit, but you have plenty of time. So if you want to talk a little bit more about what you're doing, I don't want you to forget anything important you wanted to say. Okay.
All right.
All right. So I'm going to read a poem out of my book, and it's called Utilizing Gifts and Talents. I think today's show is probably the most appropriate show for me to read this poem, okay? I mean, this is amazing what you've done. You have absolutely utilized your gifts and talents, okay? So, more so than most people I know. All right, so guys, I wrote this for anyone questioning their self-worth or thinking they didn't have anything to offer. I'm here to tell you everyone has something to offer, okay? So listen to every word of this poem. We are born with talents, we are born with drive, with different gifts to help us thrive. I knew early on I was born to draw and paint, to also write poetry, and to talk without restraint. Our gifts and talents should all be used, God's gift to us not be abused. We can go far in life for sure, using our gifts to go on tour. All our talents should be used to create ourselves and more, but then our job's to share them, to even up the score. You see, in life, what's needed is not just for ourselves. Once our gifts are mastered, take them off the shelves. A living we can make by spreading them around, not just for the money, but to spread a peaceful sound. Don't take for granted the gifts you're given. Go out and spread the joy. Our gifts are not to be held back for us to self-destroy. Put your efforts forth. Do not hesitate. All your talents, my friend, are never second rate. Never hold them back or you will surely die. Maybe not in body, but your soul will cry. Our gifts were made to share, our talents made to soar. Go through life enlightened, and then you can roar. Be proud of who you are. Be happy you're alive. Once again, my friend, your gifts will help you thrive. By putting efforts forth, not keeping them at bay, your name, Robert Sweeney, baby, will live forever, forever and a day. So go through life excited for what you sure can give. To yourself and others is our reason to live. Our grave will be quite lonely, but our legacy lives on. So make sure people smile with the breaking dawn. And you mentioned all that. You mentioned almost everything that's in this poem. You even
That is
mentioned
awesome.
when you're gone. I mean, right?
Yep, exactly.
Crazy.
Never let anybody put you down. You always got to fight and keep fighting. You got to have grit. Grit is what propels us. Not letting people, naysayers or the haters out there, put you down. You just got to keep going at it, and you will succeed. For me, I've created everything. If I get any money out of it or anything like that, that's all just a plus.
Yes. Yes.
It's only the cherry on the top. I'm creating for me, and I'm creating for my daughter to show her that there's nothing you can't do if you put your mind to it, and you can propel yourself just by listening to your heart.
That's right. That's right. How can they reach out to you, and how could they buy your stuff, and how could they use you? Come on.
Well, I got a lot of stuff on Spotify under Robert Sweeney and Whiskey's Ridge. Same thing on YouTube, Robert Sweeney. You search Robert Sweeney and look for the Whiskey's Ridge. I have a lot of great songs on there. I have some old stuff back in the day when I was playing guitar, just doing some instrumental work, and there's a lot of good conceptual music on there. I had written songs about my dogs,
Oh, I
like a
love it.
dog's life, which is another good song. I had written another song called "Bada Bing Bada Boom," which I'm sure you'll probably like that one. The second half of the song is much better than the first half, but it's like about "Bada Bing Bada Boom."
I love it. That's cool.
And then some of the songs are a little more closer to the heart, like how I grew up. Sometimes I was sleeping on the floor. I had to keep rising and rising to get more and more. And, and I just now today I'm just making my way. So it's got a lot of good stuff in there. You just got to keep fighting to hit the big time, even if it's not the big time. In your heart, it's the big time because you made it to where you want to be.
Yes. I love that.
And I have even one on here about Edgar Allan Poe, The Raven, the Dullahan's Ride, like a lot of concept songs on here.
Amazing.
It's got a lot of good stuff on there. It's got about the rise of AI in 2024. I even at one of my videos where I took one of my paintings I did back in the 80s, which was like a 5 by 10-foot painting, and I animated it where I made it come alive, and then I put a lot of stuff in there, like about Wake Up Neo. It's 1984. The Matrix alive in 2024. So it actually gives you a date, and it has a lot of good stuff in there.
That's so cool. I did a painting. It was probably about the same size. We had a Pocono house, and so I did like 4 paintings for the walls in our playroom downstairs. I had a poker table. I had, we had all kinds of stuff going on down there, all different games, right? Pool table. And I drew cartoons for the pool table, animals playing pool, animals playing poker. It was really cool.
Yeah.
And I don't know AI, but I got to tell you, that would be funny.
Yeah. It's like with some of these new AI apps, you just take the picture of it and then you put it on there, and you can put dogs playing poker, and it'll actually bring your painting to life.
I might talk to you about that. I might send you a picture of the painting and you do something with it.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. And there's a lot that has to do with putting it on YouTube because you got to format it for like the widescreen.
Oh my God.
So I mean, there's a lot good that goes into producing this stuff, but
Okay.
a little bit over time, you pick up little bits here and there, and you just got to keep pressing on.
It's pretty cool. Well, first of all, I want to thank you so much for honoring us here today with this incredible, ridiculously cool show. Okay, what you do is
Thank
off
you.
the charts. And thank you again for your service. I mean, everything you've done is pretty ridiculously cool. Okay? We're going to close with your song, but before we do, I want you to tell everyone about that song, the one that you created for me.
So the song I created for you, I put in the concept about who you are, and because I've been kind of following you and seeing what kind of music that you like. You like some of that old school music, almost kind of jazz like type music, and
Yeah.
vocals and everything. And so then I put little pieces together into the song, and then I just run it through the machine, and it spits out. I think it took me 2 times to write out exactly a good song, good concept song for opening a show. Maybe not a #1 hit, but it's just a good song for opening up a show. These things you could do commercials with them. You could do all kinds of stuff with these things. Like if anybody ever want to have a commercial for their business, I could actually write a song for your business. My cousin, who was in Johnny and the Front Street Runners back in the day, he's now the Dive Bombers. I had written them a song for advertising purposes. So like when they publish something out there, to have like a little background music, and you can actually see what they're doing, and so it's good fun stuff.
So if someone is interested, I know prices vary. Do you have like an idea of how much doing a song like for a business would cost them?
I have never had anybody purchase anything, so it would all depend on who wants it and how they want it, and then because then you actually had to buy the rights for it, and then I have
okay,
to
right.
then I have to go on certain websites and actually put them in there so that they could use them.
Okay.
So it takes a little bit of work. I got to write the song.
Okay.
I got to copyright it.
Okay.
I got to send it up to Library of Congress,
Okay.
and then I got to go on 2 other websites and actually, for publishing purposes,
Okay.
to safeguard them. Normally, won't have a problem with it.
Okay.
But if somebody wants to, like, if a business that wants to keep running it, like if hers or some potato chips or whatever, or
Okay.
Fritos or whatever, then they have to license it because they're putting it down on commercials and
Okay.
really like kind of publishing it. So it kind of safeguards everybody. As far as the song as you're concerned, that song is all yours, and you're free of like any, because nobody's going to want to take your song.
No, thank you. This is
It's
so
all about you.
All right, so here we go, guys. So we're closing the show today with this theme song that he wrote and created through AI for me, the Geri Petito Show. Man, I love you, Robert Sweeney. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. What an incredible, incredible show. All right, my door is always open to you. Let me know about that movie if it's happening, the Jersey Devil stuff, okay? And we will
do.
And we will talk again. But everybody, here we go. Okay, producer, close us out.
Welcome to the stage where stories untold, candid moments captured, memories unfold. Gary's got the vibes, a soothing flow. Come sit back, relax, let the good times glow. Jazz in the air, let it take you away. Welcome to the Geri Petito Show, where every heartbeat and every note flow. Jazz melodies weaving through the night. Together we'll shine, everything feels right. Deep conversations where the heart finds a voice. Together we laugh, sometimes we rejoice. Tales of adventure, the rhythms embrace. In each note a journey, feel the space. Step into the light, let the music. Welcome to the Geri Petito Show, where every heartbeat and every note flow. Jazz melodies weaving through the night. Together we'll shine, everything feels right. So tune in now, let the magic start. Geri's podcast, a place for your art.